So, before we play the game, a few days ago, against the best interest in folks, I saw a post by the developer Arcade Kitten, which has the text of spoiler for Sweetheart. Sorry, my brain is fumbling here for Sweetheart, and against all best interest or stuff, I decided to click show me the spoiler, and I saw the spoiler of the game, of the final of the game, and well, I just hope that it didn't go as I think it is going. Oh no, why did I do it to myself? Anyway, yeah, we are back with here for Sweethearts, the final, which perhaps I'm already spoiled, but I don't know. Perhaps it wouldn't go just like I think it is. It's just an image. I cannot interpret image very clear, right? Anyway, yeah, enough talk. Let's start playing the game, shall we? I also saw another spoiler, but I think it's rather interesting. From Arcade Kitten as well. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, start. Oh, fascinating. So yes, we have done all of this, met all of Nova's schoolmate, and finally, the night before and the dance. In this part, we are going to explore the night before first, and then that's a butterfly. Fascinating. Does that symbolize something? I wonder if there's any other different things in the background. Butterfly, Twilight Sparkle mark, fascinating. Perhaps not. Really? No, nothing. Okay, start. The night before. Yeah, we are just going to explore the night before in this part. Finally, it's almost here. Yeah, totally. The party tomorrow night, in fact. The long-awaited dance, the starry soir you heard about the first day you arrived at school. After weeks that feel like year, it finally upon you now. It's just weeks, Nova. Oh my god. So close you can taste it. Yep, this is your first starry soir. Let's hope it's not the last. By the way, why the fuck the outside is so dark? You're all settled in your dorm as you think about tomorrow night. It's just about the only thing you can think of. You've just changed into sleepwear and take one last glance around your room before you sit on your bed. Hi! It's been a lot more quiet ever since Candy Bar stopped staying with you. But that's okay. In fact, you'll like to be quiet right now. You need to focus after all, on what? You roll into your bed and pull out a notebook. Oh shit, death note. Flipping to an empty page, you grab a pencil and start jotting down notes of how you plan for tomorrow to go. Well, first thing first. What are you going to wear? You've packed a few clothes from home with you, including the dresses stuff just for an occasion like this. Oh, that's very nice. You're feeling like wearing... a suit, a dress, something in between. Something in between sounds excellent. Throw together a blazer with skirt, or maybe some nice pants with a flashy top. Oh yeah. You'll figure out those all small details later. You just know you can be committed to just one specific look. You'll create something different, yet stylish. So that settles what you plan to wear. But that's not the only thing you have to plan. And what is that? There's still so much, yeah. Like what you're going to bring with you. You have a date to the dance after all, the least you can do is bring her a gift. Ah, how about that poster? The Dr. Delight poster. Something small like... a rose, a corset, and like... a rose, definitely, let's go. Orange like her eyes. Oh no, just pick up a dark blue rose or a dark rose. Ever since last week, the school store has been stocking a little dance gift for the student to buy. Wow. What a way to capitalize on the event that you create, eh? Flowers, jewelry, all the tiny little trinkets to make the dance all the more special. You'll pick it up tomorrow morning, unless you saw they had a shortage and you're sure purchasing one won't be a problem for you. But now you have to really focus on the important stuff. Like... question mark? Your phone buzzed. Ah. It's Dad! Oh no, time to pretend to sleep and turn off the phone. Yeah, you're really loud. I give him a call, it's been a while. Okay. I thought you, very embarrassed about your dad. You put him on speakerphone as you keep your hands busy on your notebook, though you doubt you'll focus much while tackling anyways. Oh, why are you looking so tiny? Oh, it's a poster, that's why. Hello, my angel. How are you doing? Oh, it's so lonely without you at home. Oh. How are things at school? Anything exciting since we last spoke? You think it over for a moment. Oh. You tell Dad that he saw Mom here. She works at the school. That's very casual of you. Really now? Small world. How is she doing? You only really talked to her once, but she seemed like really depressed. How is she doing, eh? Like, you're not the one that do it to her? You heard that sharp laugh crackle through the phone. I'm not sure how you're that laugh. I'm sorry. Oh, it is. It fucking is. That's so funny. I suppose you can see much of your resemblance to her then, can you? Not like it matters, really. But I choose a good one, I think. What do you mean? That's kind of... I don't know, that's... choose a good one? Like, Like, she's just things to choose from shops, like that? After all, you came out perfect. Oh, I couldn't have asked for a better angel. Try as you might, you can't prevent a grin from spreading across your face. Okay. That always was your biggest fan. Say, while we're on the subject of that, have you been eating well? I haven't heard you bring it up yet. Well, you haven't eaten... I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. You know, I don't... Let's just see when it all ends. Basically, my theory has been growing ever since the start of the game with all the love collecting stuff. Heart collecting stuff. And then the Jexter chapter basically drops something huge with the I'm hungry. Like looking at Jexter hungrily. What the fuck does that mean? And also, yes, Twyla chapter, I think, where Twyla searches around Nova's room and doesn't find any food. Which is very fascinating indeed. And here's the part, not haven't eaten yet. What? Not at all, not even with all the time you've been there, not even a little bit. Darling, you must be starving. Yeah, so do you. What? I'm not starving. Yes, you are, starving for this knuckle sandwich. You tell that to calm down, he's overreacting. There's not a specific reason you haven't been eating, right? You tell that to calm down again. You're in high school, you are not becoming a parent just yet. Okay, that's weird. Just yet, and you haven't selected any of them for that. Then why haven't you eaten anything? That is what we sent you there for. Wow. You know. You tell that you've got it all under control. You just figured instead of going person by person, you just round up a bunch of people and crack them open in succession tomorrow. Whoa. Okay. Open in succession tomorrow. Wow. That is very, very benevolent. Not benevolent, malicious planned. Then it will probably start to sustain itself for a bit, and you can rest and eat easy for a while after that. Everything been going according to plan so far, and like, you're not even that hungry, so it's totally fine. Oh, if you're sure. I get mad at you, but I can act like I never behaved the same at your age. As long as you promise you're going to eat soon, then I suppose it's alright. You promise. He's got nothing to worry about. Really? That's like a flag. Alright. I won't hold you much longer, it's getting late and I'm sure you'll like to go to bed soon. I'll hold you later, Angel. Angel, eh? Good night, sleep well, and please eat. You tell that good night and the call hangs up. You shake your head to get back into the focus of things. I don't like that dialogue. It makes the whole thing, the room suddenly becomes much more malicious to me. Yeah, that's the word. Not malevolent. I tried to say malicious back then when I say malevolent, benevolent, and then mischievous. Wait, ignore that, I'm stupid. You grip your pencil and press it to the paper once again. You have to think about how you're going to break everyone's heart. It shouldn't be too hard, you know them all well enough by now. Enough to know what might set them off, dig into their inner wounds, just enough to cause a crack. So you want to break all of their hearts, but why? And you're certain nothing you do will be strong enough to off any of them, so that's not a worry when carrying your plan either. It's exciting to think about. After weeks of preparing, luring them just close enough, dinner is almost served. Well, you got someone standing in your way though. So close you can taste it. Better get down to business then. You might as well go in order, so without further ado, how are you going to break Netina's heart? I don't know, show her a lot of rocks. Tell her a nasty rumor. Why is it using a classic villain piano, you know? In those cartoons. I love it. Tell her a nasty rumor you heard about her. Embarrass her in front of everyone. Tell her how hideous she looks. Embarrass her? It'll be hard to pull off for sure. Something that'll make her feel shame, but everyone else wouldn't look at you too differently. You could pretend as if there's some secret between the two of you. Walk up to her while she's surrounded by friends, exchange a bit of small talk before chiming in with something like, "Wow, Netina, everyone here seems so cool. Who did you say is the annoying one again? It's hard to believe you can send anyone here. Ooh. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. See you all later." Yeah, totally wouldn't. I will probably point it at you though. She might look at you with bewilderment for a moment, but the rest of her pose is sure to look at her in anger. Who knows, maybe if you said it in a way to really set them off, they'll all just leave her there by herself. Who knows how long it could take her to recover from that one. Yes, that ought to work. For a girl who values popularity as much as she does, there must be nothing more heartbreaking than undergoing the heat of embarrassment. Especially from the mouth of someone she had grown to like so much. That should be good enough for her. You don't want to create too much lasting damage now, and if she can keep coming back to you afterwards, that's even better. Oh, what the fuck? Well, we got ourselves a Heisenberg in here. Just means you can build it up to break again. So moving on to Theo. Well, it shouldn't be too hard considering his habits. You could probably break his heart by telling him someone turned in his cigarettes to the headmistress, and you could tell him that it was Croven. See? Okay, but there's other options. Croven did it, Vasilis did it, Zapata did it. I mean, Croven could be did it. You can easily say that Croven did it. Oh, Zapata actually will do much more damage, I guess. I'm sure. Why am I collaborating with the villain? I don't know, just having fun here. For now, at least. We will see what will happen to you, Nova. To avoid getting in trouble himself, Croven redirected the conversation and threw Theo completely under the bus. And he seems to have no qualms about doing it either. Croven always has prioritized himself, hasn't he? Even if Theo uncovers the lie, you can easily turn the situation around and say it's just what you heard from others. You only told him because you were worried about him. Oh, wait, if I choose... Who is it? I kind of forgot. If I choose Zapata, I think that will then be plausible, since Zapata is someone who will then tell Snitch and Theo on something like that. You only told him because you were worried about him. You care about him so much after all, you felt he ought to know. And it's totally fine if they make up after, as long as his heart breaks in the moment, that's all that matters to you. Then that brings you to Mitzi. A sensitive girl, even if she wants to deny it. Their heart shouldn't be too hard to crack, especially after all they've been through. Thinking about it now, you wish you could have been there when she and Reginald first met. She must have been overflowing at heartbreak when he first said he wanted nothing to do with her. It would have been perfect. Oh, okay. Alas, you have to make do with the situation you're in. To break her heart, you could probably tell her. Reginald, the one that did it, or... what's right about you? Oh... this one, I'm pretty sure Mitzi will deny it, but this one, Reginald was right about you. You understand now why Reginald never wanted to talk to her. He told you everything, and you agree with him. Mitzi truly is a terrible, selfish person. Trying to force him into her life, what's wrong with her? Hasn't that family caused him enough pain already? You can only describe their actions as being one of a selfish persons. And maybe later you can be friends again, but not after everything you know about them now. Maybe you'll like to be friends again if she ever cleans up her act and learn to think about anyone other than herself. That should be good. Her heart will definitely break from that. She'll be crushed. And how fitting it is that Mitzi leads you to Ollie. You had heard Ollie excitedly talking all week about how Mitzi agreed to come with them to dance. From the way you have heard it described from both of them, it seems like Mitzi has misconstrued it as simply as a friendly thing, but Ollie doesn't seem to mind. Oh, I see. Ollie have a crush. But they're sure to mind it when you tell them that Mitzi told you. Mitzi only came because she pities Ollie, to make fun of Ollie better herself. I'm not sure about this one. Fun, I guess? She thinks Ollie is quite a spectacle and was a little too eager to come with just to see how Ollie would make a fool out of themselves this time. How she couldn't wait to yak about it all to all her friends after the event. How they were sure that Ollie would be such an embarrassment. Mitzi couldn't possibly pass up the chance to see it up close. And you just had to tell Ollie, of course. They have the right to know, haha. Haha. That's real good. You can practically see the tears welling in their face already. Looking like such a sad sap, unsure of what to do with themselves. Well, I can wait for tears to flow from your face. Nova? Alright. Up next is Croven. He might be a bit harder to crack, but you can make it work. Maybe if you... Nah. Oh? Perhaps? Perhaps. Tell him Vasilis. Vasilis is planning to dump him after the dance. Tell him Theo and Zapata only like him for his money. I think the dump one. Say that they confess it to you in private, but you feel Croven should know. That the headmistress detests Croven so much that she and the rest of their family have forbid Vasilis from seeing them. Vasilis doesn't plan to talk to Croven again once tomorrow comes. Even if Vasilis tried to say it's not true, it's exactly the kind of lie that is difficult to prove otherwise. And you're sure Croven will always have insecurity dealing with Vasilis from that point forward. He's sure to be pissed, and that's because his heart is sure to be broken. Then of course, that brings you to Vasilis. They are already high-strung as it is. Making them emotional is already an easy feat. Oh yes, Vasilis. So breaking their heart shouldn't be that much harder. If any drama between Croven and friends isn't enough to make some cracks and ruin their night, all you really need to do is... tell them everyone knows how Vasilis never gets in trouble. Tell them Croven only spent time with them to piss off the headmistress. This one, I guess, never gets trouble. And they all despise them for it. Did they really think it was a secret? That the headmistress let them off easy? Everyone at the dance is surprised they even showed up. Everyone thought Vasilis must know how they are viewed by now. As some crazy little favorite student with advantage they haven't done anything to deserve. Vasilis hated the idea of being seen like that. So to confirm their beliefs surrounded by every student in one place is sure to send them into heartbreak. And you can't wait to see how they will look when they react. Angry, panicking, crying. Shaking and crying. As long as they are heartbroken, that's all that really matters. And then up next will be... Mary? Twyla. Oh, I think you will left Twyla for the last, since Twyla's heart is not really captured. You feel your muscle tightens just thinking about her. Your jaw clenches and your hand grips your pencil with so much force it feels like it could snap. You still haven't gotten to her heart yet. She is so frustrating. Everything you do for her and still nothing. You invite her to spend time with you and she turns you down. You try to talk to her and she's not interested in listening. You are sure she'd be someone like Vasilis or Van Jaxter, someone who appears rough on the outside but is easy to break down. And yet she provides you with difficulty you never anticipated, which in turn makes her all the more desirable. Alright, because once you do have her heart, it will be that much more satisfying to eat it whole. But it's fine. You don't need her right now. You have everyone else to worry about, and all their little heartbreaks combined is sure to keep you fed until the end of the school year. So then that leads you to, until the end of the school year only, alright. Gunter. Oh, Gunter, what a sweetheart he is. And you're sure his heart will be just like that too. Sweet to the core. In fact, it seems like it will be almost hard to break. The love he has for his friends and the school itself. It almost feels like a cushion, one that will protect his heart from breaking. Even when it seems like his classmate takes advantage of him, he doesn't care because he loves them so much. But you've never met a heart that couldn't be broken. And so you'll be sure to break his heart when you tell him you're dying. What? Tell him everyone thinks he's an accomplice. I think this one is much more easier to prove. A bit extreme, maybe. Will it break his heart? Definitely. You don't even have to do it the night of the dance. It might even be better if you wait until later. You'll just ask if you can hang out with him one day, he's sure to accept. And once you're together, you can tell him how comforting he is to be around and how happy you are to have him with you. Especially because he just got diagnosed with a terrible illness and you're scared for what will happen to you. Yeah. Nova got diagnosed with the Morbius virus. Morbin time. You can see it now, the way his face will drop. The way his eyes will brim with tears and his voice will crack and his hands will tremble. How he won't want to stop hugging you after you ask him to please keep this between us. I don't want anyone else to know just yet. And after you have soaked as much of him as possible, you can bring him the good news a day or so later. The good news. Good news, Gunter. They gave me back the wrong test result by accident. I'm actually totally okay. And relief will wash over him and he'll feel so overjoyed. But he still got to enjoy his sickeningly sweet broken heart before that. Next you have Mary. But she and Reginald, they're a package deal, aren't they? Package deal? Wow. Well, that makes things terrifically easy. You can kill two birds with one stone by telling one of them that Reginald's cheating on Mary, Mary's cheating on Reginald. I'm not sure, they're both really strong. Who could I make an alibi for? I mean, Mary sounds like a good one to be used. Mary's cheating on Reginald. Particularly because a lot of people doesn't interact with Reginald, so in a few points it will be hard to say Reginald cheats. But on the other hand, a lot of people not interact with Mary too. Except, well, more people I think interact with Mary, so yes, Mary. That might be hard to pull off. Or is it? Mary doesn't have any friends. Except for you. You could explain to Reginald that when you and Mary were alone together, she tried coming on to you. She only thought she liked Reginald because he was nice to her. Unbeknownst to both of them, she rolls over for anyone who shows her a lack of kindness. No, Mary. No, Mary's not like that. It was only a matter of time before Mary found someone else to give her attention, someone to be her next heartthrob. And who knows who else she want to leave him for if they smelled at her the right way. When confronted about it, it's sure to tear both their hearts to pieces. And you can wait to see which one bleeds more. You're almost done now, just 2 hearts left to go. First is Zapata, and then last is Jaxter. She's sure to already feel torn after what you plan to do with Theodore and Croven. But you need a guarantee that her heart will break just in case. And luckily for you, a guarantee can come in the form of reminding her that their friendship is only temporary, telling her she needs to leave, telling her that her friends think she's a total head case. I think the third one. It didn't take much for them to spill all her issues to you. In fact, you already know most of her problems before you even met. They pity her more than you've ever seen anyone be pitied. The way they talk about her is more akin to the way someone will talk about some mangy stray dog rather than a person. There's no way they see her on any sort of equal level to the rest of them. And they're sure to feel relief once they graduate from the school and never have to see her again for the rest of their lives. I still don't understand what kind of... Remember back then, Isariel is the headmistress, right? Looks like a little bit hypnotized. What kind of power is that? Who did that? That will be good. She's already a mess as it is. You could practically smell her insecurity the first time you met. And lastly, that leaves you with Jackster. You still don't know a whole lot about him. But you know enough. Enough to know you can break his heart by breaking more rules. Tell him they are planning to fire him. Telling him you got him in trouble. Oh! Yeah. And that you didn't mean to, honest. You were just caught doing something you weren't supposed to do, and when confronted about it, you told them that Jaxar said it was okay. His name just slipped out of you. They said that they will need to have a very long talk with Jaxar and that they are incredibly disappointed in him. He's sure to feel hurt you abuse his title like that. Small, simple, but should be effective. Even if it's not. Well, you have plenty to feed on already. And that should be everyone. You study over your notes to yourself one last time before getting ready to settle into bed. Everything checks out. All your friends at school so far. Some heartbreaks will be more severe than others, but who knows? Maybe someone will surprise you with how torn they are over it. Maybe. You aren't planning for any of them to die over it, but well, you'll see. Accidents can be helped and you've waited long enough. You're hungry. And at this point, there's nothing you want more in the world than to eat. Fascinating. What the fuck? Here to eat hearts? Really? Oh, I love that. Holy shit, the style. I really love the style. I guess... Oh, it all turns into heartbreaks. Well, we'll see who breaks first, Nova. Anyway, yeah, I think I will end the video right here because... Oh, I wish there's a change in here. That will be magnificent. But yeah, I will end the video right here because I think that's enough for now. So I guess... See you later then in the next video, in the dance. You know, what if the school is actually full of people who resist to have a heartbreak? I don't know, I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, that's all. See you later then in the dance. Bye bye.